Okay, so hello and welcome to Captain Lekko's second ever attempt at doing a cast thing. Free camp, nice. So again, we just loaded into a random live game. Literally went through the watch game live games tab and just picked the first one that was still pre-game and not already starting, so we can still see some of the picks. This is all pick. I'm assuming ranked. Can't guarantee it, obviously. So I mean, if this one next pick, this is time test 30. If this timer resets to 35, then we know it's a ranked all pick game. There we go, ranked all pick. Okay. So at the moment, team's looking like. Okay, so we've got two sort of offlaners in this game. This is a carry. I assume he'll want to go mid rather than a solo offlane, so they need a support really. This team's got a support. I have no idea. He's got two supports. Good. So they've got this dude who's probably an offlaner, I assume. Assume he's going mid, need a carry. So this team needs a carry and this team needs a support because this team is very lacking in support. There we go. Skyrath can support. Not the hugest fan of Skyrath support. I much prefer doing other things with him. Much prefer running around gank. He can gank though, so that's alright. So that can work. As long as he's willing to buy support items, that's fine. Obviously, Lion A, quite a decent support combination with the lots of lockdown with the cold feet as well. Quite an effective combination. So this should be their carry pick. Oh man, I can load the chat one now. Tiny, yes, it is a carry pick. But this team's taking it vaguely seriously. Right, so as they load in, let's introduce you to the teams. So we've got 1-1-2-3-5 playing the Magnus. We have. Oh, come on, fucking. Not very good at this. N playing the Skyrath. Someone around. Pacquiao playing the Bounty Hunter. No Quop Cac playing the Slark. And someone else playing the Undying, the non-loading Undying. We'll come back to him in a minute, maybe. Our Spirit thinks he's going to win. Speaking of the Spirit, he is being played by N1K Olia. Oh, Undying's loaded in. Undying is being played by Tryhard. Hopefully that means it's a bigger game, I don't know. So N1K Olia on the Earth Spirit, going the offlane. Tiny, this name, I assume it's meant to be. Looks like it's going mid, but I assume he's going to be going mad. Mid, going to go top even, carry. Excalibur, which I assume is a racial slur on Excalibur. Playing Lion, going the top lane. Looks like this might be a tri lane with Mukren on the AA. Shadow Fiend, assume he's going mid. Might not. Might see the tiny mid. On Strub, unhappy face. Undying is going the offlane. Looks like we have the Magnus mid. Bounty Hunter making this a tri lane with the Slark and the Skyrath. So a little skirmish going up top. I don't think the Undying's going to get this. I think he's going to look for a good decay. Gets a 3-man decay, but they're locking him down. He's taken. Oh, he's taken Chilling Tusk level 1. That's going to do a lot of damage, but he's got a 3 stacks of decay. He's got a lot of health. He's very tanky with that. So there's nothing they can do about that. Bottom rune looks fairly uncontested. One rune going to Tiny, one to Slark, so the carries both ways. Instant D-ward, no hesitation. Bounty Hunter picking up the last hit on that. Oh, they're worth XP as well, didn't realise. So let's open up the last hits on here. Oh, 69. Bounty Hunter picking that up straight away. Oh, leading the last hits! Oh! Slark not loving anything yet. I'm just quite happy to give him the slabs. Bit of harass. He's taking the pull, okay. Oh, he's going for it. He's just being nice and aggressive. He's saying no XP for you, son. I like it. In this top lane, the Undying already forced up to use a salve. I guess that's this Lion going to work with the range. He's not used the ward to block this camp. I think if they bought Sentry Ward, you think they could have. Sentry Ward here, interesting. Oh, I missed the first blood call, which would have been on the Earth Spirit, which sounded like Slark got it. Okay, so I guess he must have landed the pounce, got a couple more of these off. Earth Spirit has nothing but Tango, so couldn't regen that health up from the nukes. Mid, a little bit of a skirmish. Tiny has gone mid instead of the Shadow Fiend, which they're protecting top. Interesting. That should be a very aggressive tri lane. This Magnus is. Oh, nice. I like it. I like the cool icons. We'll see what they're more coloured. So Tiny Shadow Fiend, Dire very much leading the farm game at the moment. Dying going a little bit deep than he would like. Pulling up the Tombstone, I think he knew he was going to be in trouble there. But they're just going to slap Tombstone down. They don't care. Chilling Chance comes out. He's going to go down. All the good at Decay, but he's not enough. Decay is not enough. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Slug gets another kill on the Earth Spirit. I assume pretty much the same thing. Looks like Bounty Hunter stepped in that time. Team really doing some work. So, Oh man, we get... Okay, so we only get the second one. Didn't see the first one, fortunately, but, you know, a little bit of gold swing. This mid matchup... Oh, it's actually even now because the Tiny backed off a little bit to pick up a rune? He can pick up an illusion rune, yes. And the bounty bottom went to Bounty Hunter. Looking for a gank mid, possibly? Or something going on top. The Undying, not going to die, but is taking a fair amount of damage. And they're not afraid to let him know, you're not getting anything out of this lane, son. Good luck getting XP. You're not getting farm. Magnus lying around. I think Tiny's seen the illusions and isn't convinced by it, but he might go for it if they can work out which one's the real one. Do you get... Land a little shockwave? Oh, Tiny's going for it. Bounty Hunter's not paying attention. Lived under the... Oh, Slot again! Picked up another kill. Meanwhile, Lion takes out the Undying. Bounty Hunter invising up. Did he invis in range? I think that might have been out of vision range. He's looking for a kill. This guy's not particularly... salving up. Not really killable. He could deny the salve, but it's not worth it now. Earth Spirit's rotating this lane. They're giving up on bot lane altogether, which means they could rotate up. Oh, they've got detection. Sentry Ward coming down, doing work. Freshly placed. Oh, easy kill. Undying gets like a pretty nice decay off. Gets a triple decay, pretty good, but not worth the Bounty Hunter's life. Bounty Hunter really struggling. Slark having basically free farm and 3 kills. Slark's going to start balling out of control. He's got a killer already. Very nice. Mid matchup. Now in the Tiny's favour, actually, using his mana much more efficiently. Magnus has just got an empty bowl this entire time. Tiny's using his bottle charges very well. Oh, Undying going balls deep again. It's just not worth it, son. You can't get anything out of that lane. What was the point in trying? Why was he here? Why did he go up here? What was the advantage of that? He's calling GG whoopee. 4 minutes. But they're giving the kills, so they're actually evening out the kills a fair amount. Earth Spirit will get a bit of catch up with that, which is quite nice. But he has absolutely nothing in the way of items. But he's getting something shipped out to him. He's getting the bottle shipped out to him. Okay, so there's 2 bottles on this team. I assume there's 2 bottles and not 3. Yeah, fair enough. Man's has gone 1. How many bottles on the other team? Just the 1 on the other team. So despite Slark having 3 kills, Undying thinks the game is lost, and he's not giving up on this lane. He really wants... Dire's courier died? How did that occur? Bounty Hunter. You sneaky little fuck, Bounty Hunter. Oh, watch out for this Lion coming in. Bounty Hunter's going to spot him. This ward has disappeared. So, okay, he's just letting him know. He's just letting the Magnus know to watch out for that. Undying, still level 4, doing alright in the levels. Level. Yep, not unexpected. Not unexpected at all, because in the way of the game, Undying actually doing slightly better than you might expect. Oh, it's a nice slug, still topping the charts. Tiny and Shadow Fiend, though, kind of making up for that, and the Magnus a little bit behind, but overall you'd say it's a roughly even, maybe. I mean, because the Shadow Fiend uses any last hits and lies so well, maybe it's in a slight advantage to the Dire. But I'd say it's pretty even at the moment. In fact, I wonder how the net worth will be looking. It's been different, not a lot, because though there have been a lot of kills happening, they've been happening on both sides, and so... Oh, Magnus thinking about, is there a kill to be had here? Tombstone down, rolling in, he's getting silenced. Magnus is giving him, they're getting the stuns. Undying, good soul rip, taken out of the Shadow Fiend up top with the Bounty Hunter slapping him down. Earth Spirit's going to try and walk away, he's not got anything. Oh, good stun by the Lion, doesn't hit the Undying though, and the Bounty Hunter picks up with the Shuriken toss. That makes, was that 3 kills? They picked up all 3 kills. And that was not the fight I was after, because Earth Spirit must have died bot. No, Bounty Hunter killed him. Skywrath killed AA, so AA actually went bottom, which is where the AA died. Okay. That'll be a very nice swing in the way of the Radiant? Yeah. Don't expect as much. Staying a little bit deeper than you really should to drain some mana. Hey, level 1, leveling fairly normally. Was that Slark? I need to watch this bot lane more. Slark might die here. He's going to be worth a lot of money. How many times has he died? He's died 4 times. Doesn't have the ult. Doesn't have the mana to do it. That's probably worth quite a lot of money. Dominating streak, 4 kills. I would expect to see a large swing. In fact, let's have a little look. Oh, that is a big money swing. That's nearly 1,000 money swing overall. Not quite. And a 600 XP going in the favour of the Dire. That's actually quite a big kill. Yeah. Graph's dropping. What? 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 So did Earth Spirit hit a creep into these trees? And it's just stuck there for the whole game? Oh no, I have to go look back in later. Oh, you're getting silenced up, you can't roll away. Easy pick up for the Slark. Not a problem, could use silence, but meanwhile Bounty Hunter's going in on the... Oh, the Bounty Hunter Undying lane doing some work! This Bounty Hunter really outputting a lot of damage. The Undying's basically only needed for the health loss and the Tombstone, and the Bounty Hunter can output all the damage from then on. Good fight. So actually, the Radiant really getting their laning correct. They just have... They don't have anyone that can go into the off lane. Yeah, they've got nothing.
Right.
Excuse me. Well, sorry about that. So they've got nothing. They've got absolutely nothing to go in this offlane, really. You'd think the Earth Spirit, but if you just get silenced off by the Skywrath, then what good is that? And he's putting levels... Yeah, he's leveling very smart. He's saying, you can't handle the silence, so I'm just going to keep you silenced. Tiny, waiting around for a little rune, let's see what he gets. He gets a bounty, fair enough. Bottom, illusion rune? Yes, illusion rune from Magnus. Right, he's making a lot of gold with his track as well. Assuming he's getting the tracks in these fights. Actually, he's not been 6 before, not that I've seen. So remember, Shuriken got like a fair amount of buff last patch. Oh, but the tower and the raise is enough to take out that guy. Oh, out comes Lionel. Oh, the tiny stun, finishing it up, getting the kill. So actually, you'd say huge favour. Let's have a look. Actually, so they get a little bit of gold out of it, and a decent amount of XP on the Undying. But this is where the real XP comes in. The Lion, a huge boost of XP, and quite a very big boost of gold, especially for a support. So that you'd say that definitely in the, with these numbers is in the Dire's favour. Hey, he's not dying. Oh man, he's been alive for a good like 30 seconds. The Snark's 6. Okay, so wait, I think keep this up for about 10 minutes. See how it goes. So they say 50 losses within 10 minutes is very good. So Slark is making that. Tiny's actually doing that. Shadowfiend might make it, so actually, I think we're in a reasonable skill game. Meanwhile, I didn't see the Undying die top. It looked like it was just a standard stun. Probably not the Hex, but I assume the Tiny used... Yep, Avalanche, so double stuns going out. Rotate back to base, pick some Tranquils. Well, maybe going to start working on a Blink, we'll see. Good deny by the Earth Spirit there, bottom. Very nice. Oh, are they doing anything here? Oh, just popping out a little sentry. You know, make sure the, oh, he's going for the silence. But there's 3 of them. Not going to be good enough. Slark, you're going to have to get away. Jump away, son. He's jumped away. But he's still, oh, the Earth Spirit. That was a massive jump on the boulder. Did you see it go from there to, like, there to there almost instantly? What was that? Meanwhile, oh, not quite mopping up the sky. The toss, is it going to do enough? One right click, that's him dead. Oh, and Tiny's picked up a blink. Gets the stun on the Magnus. Magnus has got no escape. Skewer's on cooldown. Throwing the Undying at him to pick up the kill. Undying wants it. Bounty Hunter's here as well. Maybe their combination can get something. He's not got enough mage Shuriken toss, but the zombie giving him enough slow to take him down. Tiny now, this is going to be the big one if they can get this one. He's got the toss. He's got no mana anymore though, so this should be an easy pickup for them if they can just keep him there. There, we're nicely done. This should be an interesting fight recap because it kind of swapped around. Oh, the Bounty Hunter picking up. Let's have a little gander. Oh, okay, so overall... Okay, so all the people involved there in the Dire gained money, but there's a much bigger gain for the Radiant side there. The XP about even, so you'd say that fight worked out fairly evenly overall. Oh, a double ult coming out, double magnetize? Magnetize, that's what it's called, coming out for the Earth Spirit. Might not pick up any kills. No. But the AA Blast! He's not going to heal up. Is he going to die? He's got to be under 10. Yes, he is going to die. Took down to 11%. This guy's all chat banned, obviously, because he's just spamming GG Whoopee. Spirit tracked. Got 2 balls. The Tiny's picked up. Had his Blink Dagger, doesn't he? Which is... Yeah, no, fair enough. If you're doing that well, I'd say I feel like Blink Dagger's a good shout. I prefer to rush Axe generally, but it doesn't. But then I'm a scrub, so who cares? Top lane being pretty much left alone. Neither of the towers taking too much beating. This tower's taking a bit of a beating, but not too much. Okay, so a smoke rotation. Do love a good smoke rotation. Letting the Tiny lead, blinks in, finds the kill. The toss avalanche combination enough to pick up the kill. And the rest of the team now are rotating in. They're going to make a fight out of this. Sky with the silence. He gets silence off the Tiny, but that's not enough. The AA blast just missing. It still hits the Magnus in the blast. Lionel enough to take him down. Bounty Hunter comes in with the invis. Tossed, found with a sentry. Beautiful little sentry. Oh, Skyrath ult not quite hitting him. Toss, then taking down the little rolling boulder to finish him up. Undying now coming in, see if he can get something out of this. He gets a couple of decays off, but It's good. Oh, the Skywrath Arcane Bolt enough to take down, but the oh, Tiny coming in, picks up the Skywrath again. Was that a dieback from the Skywrath? I don't know. He died twice in very rapid succession. Toss stun. Everyone's dead. It's battling it out. Taking the decays. Slark's coming in. Uses that ability far too soon. Whenever it's called Dark Pact. Yes, Dark Pact. He's gonna get it this time though. He doesn't have toss. Oh, he might actually get it. The regen rune, maybe not enough. Not enough. He popped it immediately in an attempt to get it, but not enough to save the Tiny from the Slark. So that huge fight, absolutely giant. XP changes, absolutely massive. The Tiny sucking up most of the XP there. Much more spread on the Dire side. You'd say overall probably better. Okay, so the Skywrath, the Magnus Log, the Skywrath actually gained gold despite dying twice. I thought he died twice. So, okay, so more gold gained on the Dire side, more XP gained on the Dire side. So technically the Dire came up, but they're getting more levels on more significant heroes. I mean, Undying's going to scale off, don't get me wrong. But you want levels on him as soon as you can get them. So I'm going to change this up. Let's have a look at hero level. Alright, Skywrath being low is probably not surprising, but then these three. Their Spirit did have a really rough lane, but Magnus not doing that well mid, but the Slark's the really one you're excited by, so you'd say it's kind of in the Dire's favour overall. Net worth, Slark can spin that. Oh, Earth Spirit! Taking a little exchange, let's see what that was. Bounty Hunter Skywrath. I completely missed that. I do it worth. Bounty Hunter died. I'm so confused. AA took him down as well. Alright, sorry I missed that. They're aware of it, Magnus scootering away. Oh, Slark is there, using the Shadow Blade immediately to pick up a kill on the Lion, but the Toss Avalanche combination just doing so much damage on this Tiny. Killed the Slark in one go, and that's going to be a very nice swing in the Dire's favour. 2020, perfect vision is the scoreboard. Look, they had a 4k advantage, and they've just thrown it. Well, not really thrown it, there were some good pickups. I'd say the Tiny really swinging this game at the moment. Because the Slark had, like, he's had a Shadow Blade, Shadow Blade in. But the Tiny, this Blink Dagger doing so much work. Toss Avalanche, incredible. I don't know what to tell you beyond that. So we've only seen one tower fall at the moment, and that was a good deny from the Earth Spirit. Rain keeping up all the towers. Sentry just to see, yeah, okay, they've seen it, they know the Bounty Hunter can be seen. But they want to make sure they don't lose their Sentry first. Oh wow, that Scout just dies. Toss Avalanche, I'm not even sure the AO was necessary. Certainly secured it, but I think the Toss Avalanche was enough to kill him. It certainly was in that previous fight, especially with the DD. I mean, it doesn't affect the Toss Avalanche, admittedly, but one punch and that guy would have died after the Toss Avalanche. That is a massive frog fly. I didn't realise how gigantic that is. It's as big as fucking Tiny. Nearly. Picking up a point booster. Working as well in the Ags, very nice. In his own jungle. Undying have a little wander through, picked up the hood, that's fair enough. Hood is not an aura, correct? It's not an aura, I don't think. Tiny's up here, oh, taking out the Bounty Hunter. Tiny's bloody unstoppable right now. Earth Spirit just going to roll away. Doesn't disjoint that, the roll doesn't disjoint. So it looks like the Dire Ward won the fight mid. Hey, just pick up Tiny a little bit of farm. Sky's going. Oh, hello. Slark is going on this Tiny. AO coming in, gonna land on them. Which is gonna impede them a lot. Are they gonna back out? Are they gonna give up on this? No, they're still going for it. The Tiny went around that way. Gets oh the toss though. Is it enough to kill the Magnus? No, not quite. AO just fading off before he can get too much kill and heals up. So a pick off on the Tiny. Bounty Hunter did die. This Undying annoying me just by spamming good game, well played. Oh, I heard a Lion ult came out on the Undying. Who's lived through it, getting the decays off, getting the soul rip off, doing the work. Slark picking up the AA on the side. Shadowfiend did kill the Magnus, and Earth Spirit's going to be able to kill the Undying. Shadowfiend getting a double kill over here. Used his ult, must have done a lot of damage. Lion finally falls. Got Radiant. So, oh, good to see. Oh wow, that is very well played. Pops down a sentry, knows the invisibility, pops down a sentry, tracks him up. Slark wants it. Oh, there's. Oh yes, the Shuriken has a mini stunner on it. Pick up the kill. So a team wipe in the for the Radiant. They're all dead. Swinging it right back, I expect. Give it a minute, but swinging it right back. Look at this. Look look at that. It's like, oh no, it's going downhill, and suddenly this gigantic curve, almost smooth. Goal gain looking similarly, but less so. Are you just saying that water's about to die? Watch out, boys. Slark pouncing away happily. Undying. Okay, getting tossed at. Fair enough. Do that if you want to. Slark still highest than their worth. He's going for a BKB, I assume. Maybe giving that for Skadi reasons. Understandable. Tiny, always only 1,000 off his axe, which is going to really hurt. If they can start taking towers. I'm surprised the Regnant haven't got a tower yet, because they won a couple of fights. I guess they don't have... I mean, none of the teams have tower damage, but they've both got capabilities to nuke down waves, so I guess the winning team is the important thing. So the Slark illusion just going to be punched down by the Tiny. So I'm going to kill this suit. Don't know what's going on. Looking out. On mid, Undying, looking for a double decay. Not getting it thanks to the Lion plays. Oh, he's ulting up. He's going for it. He's going deep. ult not going to hit him, but he's going to get caught in the trail. Skywrath, is it enough? The nuke is just enough with the zombie following him. Just enough to take him down. So what could have been quite a big fight there just ends up in being one kill. I'm actually surprised these net worths are so disproportionate at the moment because of the way they reworked it. I'm surprised these guys are so behind. Tiny jumps in, but gets silenced up beautifully by the Skywrath. So we can't do anything. They want to try and take him down, but the Lion getting off the zoning stun out. Quite happy. Oh, fishes him up. Oh, a 3-man stun on the Tiny, tosses him up, gets the Magnus kill. Tiny's going to go down though. Lion ulting up the Undying. Undying going to die to that, I believe. Slark picks up a kill on the Lion somewhere far away. Earth Spirit slapping down the Skywrath. Bounty going for the Earth Spirit, but gets stunned. Gets earned. Okay. Throw a Suringa does at him. I'm sure that will help. Dusk does get caught in the dust, but they haven't actually managed to spot him. Not in ward vision. Slark survived through all of that. Okay, let's have a look. Slark getting a nice chunk of gold again, and a nice chunk of XP. The poorest. So I guess their Skywrath is the poor. I guess he died, so he ended up losing a little bit of gold. Seems unfair. Earth Spirit picking up most of the money there, and most of the XP. Fair enough. Well, Earth Spirit's not an awful player, but I don't think he's played enough of the hero to be very, really good. Throwing out a little stone for some reason. Slark's picked up his BKB. Very nice. Tiny, still just shy of his axe. Magnus now has a blink dagger. Very nice. Use sick RPs, bro. What is he picking up the mech? I assume. Fair enough for taking Undying support as well. I didn't think about that. Undying does pick up a lot of support items. He's going for the Yules. So is Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit dead. Where you at? Okay, Slark picking him up. Shadowblade going to work. Need to watch this Slark more. DotA going for their second tower of the game. I think that's one of the advantages about this patch, that it is more fight orientated. As you can see by these lineups and the way this game's been playing, they are fighting a lot. Okay, ult on the Undying. I mean, he ults. He's not going to heal through the AA ult, that's how it works. You can't heal for it no matter what you do. If he steals strength, okay, you know, if he decays, he, while AA ulted, his maximum health goes up, but his actual health doesn't. Okay, Slark's going in here. He is shadowbladed up, but it's going straight past him for the AA, going for the AA pick off. Happy with that. 3 slaps him down, ulting up, BKBing up, and just right clicking down the Lion. Now the Earth Spirit, rolling away he can roll away through the pounce. Wasn't sure if that would happen or not, because leaps and stuff don't. Tiny just sitting there. Oh, he's blinked into the tree, so he can't get out. Well, he can get out, he blinks off cooldown. But just sitting there, doesn't want to get caught. Lion again, Slark again. Shadowblading up, caught out by the central ward, they're not going to go for it. Shadow Feet invisible, he's picked up the silver edge. Getting the slabs down, but Bounty Hunter's got BKB, he's BKBing up, not much happening. Tiny might go down. Slark surviving, getting hit by a lot of damage, but getting away with it. Leaping into the trees, regenning up, quite happy with it too. Bounty getting invis away on very low health. I assume Slark will build this into a bonus thing at some point. Almost got caught in those trees as well, but just about managed to get away with it. They might spot him out. No, he's just going to use the run away. He's going to get caught in the dust. Not quite, so they're not going to have any idea. Slark monstering the net worth now. On his way to, I assume, Skadi. Looks like it. Where's that? I remember Ultimate Orb can only be picked up in the secret shop now, which I find a bit weird. Should have been picked up Silver Edge. Tiny has now completed his axe. Can now start slapping down any structures he likes, giving it the wax. Or he can farm up the jungle. That works too. You do what you want, Tiny. That's all you. It's not all you. You got a Shadow Fiend as well. This team is all Slark. Slark. This game's very well poised, because a good team fight one way or the other, you know, a 5-0 fight one way or the other, I guess quite a lot of the time does swing it, but very influential right now. Because it's Slark who is the most valuable here in the game, has got the most kills, is doing it, carrying the shit out of this team against the Shadow Fiend and Tiny essentially. AAL going to hit too. Don't think they're anywhere near enough to initiate though. What a bother. Slark's going to sidestep that. All got caught in the last hit of Dark Pact and so purged it. Okay. Comes a fish. Backs off. Oh, Tombstone was dropped but didn't do much. Shadow Fiend is invisible. He's going to hit. Probably an easy pick off on the Sky. I think he's sensible. Nope. Runs out of him this time. He goes going deep. Bounty Hunter wants it. The bounces on the Shuriken toss. Love it so much.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gonna take mid as well. Tiny, you gotta do something with Zag's son. That Spirit just gonna harass him a bit. Enough to deter them. Fair enough. I don't want none of that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Stun the Slark. What is the stun of that thing? I've never known. Not very long at all. Really needs to be longer because it's difficult to get around. Maybe that'll make it too broken. A also landing. Magnus might be. Oh, he is! The Lion ults. He's not afraid to do it. Get Bounty Hunter stunned on the side. Pops the BAB. Gonna go back in. Undying, moving around, looking for a good decay, kinda gets it. Slark, not doing very well, not healthy at all, tried to Shadow Blade away but can't get away with it. Slark down. They're just trying to get away. Undying, run boy, he pops the Blade Mail but it's not going to be enough. Oh, the pipe coming out as well, might save his life, Scarif, but they're going the wrong way. You need to go back down into your own base, not run away, you're running towards the enemy, not away from them. And it's a fight, it's going to be a 5-man wipe. Oh, the toss range creates a 5-man. Shadow Fiend picking up an ultra kill. The Lion picking up the first one, defending the rampage. Let's see. Look, the massive swings. Okay, so the Lion picks up an okay proportion of that, but then he did get the very first kill. The Spirit. See, I'm not convinced by these teams anymore. Maybe I don't know. I guess the Lion got a lot of the XP. Shadow Fiend picked up 4 kills. Can't expect, but that is a massive swings. We're gonna see huge jumps in these graphs. There we go, huge jumps. The most significant lead or loss, depending on how you look at it, we've seen so far. They're gonna get. Did they get 1 tower or 2 towers? They got 2 towers out of that. See the one here. Tiny destroyed that one, and Tiny destroyed. You expect Tiny to destroy him. So we've got 2 towers as well. Huge swings in the Dire's favour. You'd say this game's now very much in the Dire's favour, though the net worth is kind of still not as good. The XP they have as an advantage is probably going to be significant enough. I should learn all these shortcuts. Slark's still top in that. So that's pretty similar to net worth, isn't it? Very similar. Gets a bit dubious, it's a bit weirder down the bottom, but pretty similar. Bounty Hunter you expect to be higher than net worth because of track anyway. Shadow Fiend taking up them souls. Got max souls anyway. Has armor reduction in Nora, yeah. Slark top, ult probably gonna land. Yep, he does. Just gonna leap away. No one's doing enough unless the Shadow Fiend can catch up with him with the Silver Edge. He can be seen, he should know. Shadow Fiend's going for it all, big ultimate! And he gets the Shadow Blade off and just walks away, though. Regen back up, that ultimate completely wasted by the ult on the Slark. Thinking about going back at him, no he doesn't have an ult, but he sees 2 friends and just backs up. Circles coming out from the Undying, on the map. I'm sure that'll be useful. The chat band Undying, okay, going straight for a AC, the Tiny. Fair enough. He's picked up his Yules, pretty good. As the Earth Spirit.
We serve the same purpose.
Magnus not gained a lot since we've seen him. Is this an urn? It's a late urn coming out from the Scarif, but it's still a good item. Undying, not sure what he's working on now. Bounty Hunter went straight BKB pretty much. Well, he got drums, I guess, but straight BKB near enough. He's happy with that. Slark still lacking a little bit. Oh no, he's picked up his second ultimate orb, but he's pretty close. Dust coming out for some reason. Might have been a misclick. Might have thought someone was there. Either way, nothing found. Yeah, DotA taking the gold ones now as well. They are fireman in the jungle. And Undying seems to know it. Keeps circling fairly accurately where they are. Hey, you're gonna land the Undying? Nothing happening though. Blade mailing, just give them tiny little 17 damage ticks, I think. Yeah, 17 damage ticks. Oh, it's level 2, 20 damage ticks. Oh, it's 12.5, 20. Oh, fair enough. So probably about 17 damage after magic resistance anyway, so I'm probably correct. It's kind of picking up there, huh? Very nice. So the kills are still pretty even actually. The net worth, is it in DotA's favour? Overall it is. Barely though. Because though you've got the most farm tier in the game, Slark, just behind him though, the Skyrath and the Tiny. Not Skyrath, the Shadow Fiend and the Tiny. But then you've got their two of their position 2 and 3 ahead of the rest of the chasing pack. You'd say it was advantage DotA, I'd say. You'd rather have two very well farmed heroes and 2 very underfarmed, like 3 very underfarmed, than 1 very farmed, 2 medium and 2 very low. Sort of thing. This Magnus went mid, remember. Has absolutely nothing. What's going on, Magnus? Why you got so little? Why you got such a cool Magnus set? I want to keep watching this guy. What you got that changes all the... You got this complete set, Brace to the Engulfing Spike. Tempting. It's quite cool. That's quite cool. I like it. Keep up the good work. Anybody else got a change anywhere? Doesn't look like it. No. Well, he's gonna follow the Magnus around for a little bit. See what he does. Shadow Fiend picked up a butterfly. Shit, son. Oh man, fight going on. Slark went in first. Undying takes out the AE in the end. A big RP on 2. Pretty good. Pretty good. But then the Earthspirit ult on 3, not enough. Unless the Shadow Fiend can get a really good ult off. No. Not gonna happen. Kira's got nothing on it. He's gonna take down the Tombstone though, quite happily. Okay, going into Roche. Radiant thinking, okay, we won that team fight, let's go and take the Roshan. They can do, they got a 4-man wipe. Missed the recap, I clicked on that, you little bitch. Didn't pick up all I heard. Shadow Fiend ult, what sounded like, didn't hit anything. This might hit the Bounty Hunter actually, he's on low health. Slark gonna try and chase him down. Slark, you do have more net worth, but is it gonna be enough? Oh, he's got the sight with the track. Is he gonna pounce him? No, he's just gonna give him the runs and the slaps. Nicely done. Easy pick up, taking out the second most farmed hero. A ult gonna hit absolutely nothing. Don't know why he aimed it there. Really should have aimed down mid. Might have got someone. Probably wouldn't have killed anyone, but would have certainly deterred them. They've given up on the Roshan. They're just taking the tower. Thinking about going mid. So the Radiant now have got 3 towers, and the DotA have 4 towers. So it's not too uneven there. Radiant now going to negate this EXP lead and reclaim their gold lead. Not hugely so, but you know. Enough so. Now they're going back into Roshan. Slark says, I'm here, I want Roshan. I'm trying to see what items you've got, Slark. Damn it, Undying, you're in the way. He's picked up his Skadi, very nice. Oh, a ult is going over there, so it's going to go across him, so they're going to see it. But they're also going to see that Roshan's on very low health. Tiny coming in, Toss Avalanche combination, taking out most of the Undying's health. But it's not enough. All the big Skyrath mage ult blocking him slightly. Maybe he might not have meant to, but he did it nonetheless. Lion dives like a tiny little bug from Slark right clicks. Roshan still thinks happening. I'm not. What? Anyway, so Slark can take off the Earth Spirit again. Good little pounce. I think the Magnus RP'd for the Earth Spirit. Yes, he did. Why is Roshan slapping? Oh, a Tombstone zombie. That was so off-putting during that fight. Slark taking a commanding lead in this net worth graph now. 5k up. This is going to get picked up by the Slark, perhaps? Slark's mid, boys. Slark ain't got time for that. Banner's going to pick it up instead. Fair enough. He's 3rd most farmed on the team. Honestly, I think the Undying would have been more useful, because he's got the items, he's actually got abilities. Once the Bounty Hunter's a pick-off man.
Dire's middle tower has
Meanwhile,
fallen.
those Slarks just pushing mid, taking the towers, going for the racks straight up. Yeah,
Dire's
that's
middle
this new
tower
patch. One of the things I'm most significantly about this new patch is how much easier it is to take high ground. You win one good fight, you don't have to worry about all the buybacks coming out. Partly because the most farmed heroes in the game don't have as much money anymore because of the money nerfs. But yeah, you win one good fight after like 30 minutes, and you can seriously think about pushing high ground as long as you've got a reasonable amount of damage to output. Then again, the Dire win one team fight, get 5-man wipe, Tiny easily slap that down with a lot of damage on him. Okay, Spirit throwing out rocks, pretty sure. They're going to initiate. Big silence coming on the Tiny. AA using himself up. The Tiny's going to go down. Yes, he is. Tiny is dead. As they. That's a huge swing. Slark going deep. Shadow Fiend ulting, but he's got very few souls. It's not enough. Slark's just running rampant, picking up these kills. Oh, Lion's got a Ghost Scepter. Not a lot Slark can do about that. But he can hit the pounce, and he's not going to be able to get to the world before he gets picked up. So close, and yet so far. Meanwhile, Undying saving Skyra. Very nice of him. I think they... No, that was all pretty much all Slark, wasn't it? With a couple of kills going around, but pretty much all Slark.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Aegis
attack.
still in play. Roshan down for about 2 minutes. No, Aegis has got about 3 minutes left on it then. About 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes. Gonna take this T2 and go for more racks, possibly. He's gonna keep this snowball rolling.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
So that's one of the concerns about this patch, that now you can just kind of snowball a bit out of control again. But it's not like TI4 snowball out of control. It's not death or win. It's a bit more controlled than that. So I think it's gonna be alright. Last patch everyone was playing. Last patch, I really liked the start of last patch. I thought last patch started really incredibly well, and then for some reason Sniper and Troll became huge and annoying. And oh, there's a top Avalanche toss and a Lion ult, not enough to take down the Bounty Hunter. Would have only got the Aegis if anything. Big Skywrath Mage ult, getting on 3 of them, getting 2 of the kills, slapping up the last one with slaps. Spirit just running away into his fountain, not getting blocked by anyone. But they're taking a second set of racks. That's 2 sets of racks. That's it. It's going to be very difficult for Dire to come back from this. Question Slark. Oh, and now Bounty Hunter and Undying have overtaken Tiny and Shadow Fiend in the net worth graph. So a huge advantage in the Radiant. 20,000. So we saw a max of 7,000, and suddenly they just suddenly get an idea. I think this is where the problems arise. So what the Dire did wrong, and which is where advantages are being capitalised now, is that they just started throwing heroes at them. They thought, okay, I've done quite. We lost the fight, but I could probably pick up the kills. I'm still fairly well farmed. I'm just going to throw myself at them, and then once 2 or 3 heroes done that, you can't team fight for another minute or 2. You have to just wait for all 5 of your team to be alive. Maybe you lose a Rax in the process. Oh well, you're 1 Rax down, but if you can win the fight with all 5 of you, it's worth waiting for. Okay, so Slark just carried the shit out of that game. That's what happened there. Magnus 100 last hits and dick all to show for it. No kills, a lot of assists, 2 RPs that I saw. I think he probably used RP more often than that, but I saw it twice. Didn't do a lot. Dire, what went wrong? You just didn't deal with the Slark. They bought a lot of detection, but they just didn't deal with the Slark. Didn't shut him down enough. They let him get a lot of kills early game. And Slark, I think, is at the moment one of those heroes that if he picks up a few kills early game and you're competent with the hero, then he's very difficult to stop. You can stop him. Buy detection for days. Just keep chasing the fucker. Doesn't matter. You have to keep going for him. Because he regens up so quickly, if you're committed to kill him the once, you have to just keep going until he's dead. If he's not dead, you can't stop chasing him. Because he just regens up so quickly, faster than you can. Admittedly, you have to stop chasing him if you're going to die for it, but there is a limit. Shadow Fiend getting a lot of last hits, most last hits in the game, but not enough. That look, it's epitomised by this golden XP per minute, the Slark. Not even surprised. He did that well in the early game and just used it to snowball. He built very well. He knew what he was doing. The Slark pretty much carried that game. The Bounty Hunter had just helped get his team a reasonable amount of gold with track, got a few pickoffs. Just stop them. They detection. They still bought detection though, but it just wasn't enough. Just wasn't enough. Well, that was a game. I've been here longer than these guys. Yeah, the graphs show very well tell the story of the game. Yeah, I think this graph tells the story of the game the best. Somewhere. Okay, fair enough. My bad. Didn't realise I got stopped. So thanks for joining me for that. I'll catch you later, most likely. Oh shit. Oh shit.